It's the first day of 2026. And we've had a couple of very windy days, and it's still very windy here in central Victoria, Australia. And we've had mild temperatures, but the wind is drying out my plants, and it seems if it's not the sun and the heat, it's the wind. But most things are surviving okay, including this smoke bush. So today is a maximum of 25, although it's currently 26 degrees, a minimum of 11. The sun is rising at 6:06 a.m. and it's setting at 8:46 p.m. And we're about to get a week of high 30 degree and even a couple of 40 degree days with no rain on the horizon. So now we're in January. We're starting to get the very dry heat that we're known for here in central Victoria. The pomegranate hedges are starting to grow. The Nyphophia have really taken off, and I like the shape of the echium. Hopefully I'll get some nice blue flowers from it soon. I'm really happy with this hedge, which is half euphorbia and half lavender that I propagated. It's coming on really nicely. These were just tiny little seedlings or propagation lings just at the end of winter. Buddleia has really grown. Helga. But the Shasta daisies are taking a long time to do anything. I should probably thin them down. It might help with their growth. This one gets heat affected if I don't give it enough water. But yeah, the buddleia is looking really good. And the contrast with this billy buttons will be nice when it gets a little bit bigger. This miscanthus is looking fantastic, and I wonder if it'll flower. Helga's just woken from a big sleep today. My desert hollyhock continues to survive in this spot, but it just feels so slow. I'm impatient for it to grow big and get some of those nice orange flowers. The wind is good for watching movement, especially of the grass. The rose campion are coming on. I'm not sure what this is. It's always been here, but I cut it right back at the end of winter, and now it's thickened up really nicely. I think it's a native of some kind, and you never have to water it. And this is an overdam grass, it's called, and it's got some nice subtle pink in the leaves. Newly planted. This dragon's blood sedum is taking a long time to fill in this area. Will it ever get there? We had Christmas Day here, which was nice, and my box hedge survived the games. The purple heart plant is looking good. But here, this box hedge is a bit shorter, this box, than the others. And my dog keeps jumping through there, so I've got this bin here to try and prevent that. I think I really do need to be a bit more disciplined with the sunflowers next summer. And I need to be more disciplined at deadheading the dahlia, the cafe au lait. And I need to put something better in the pots here that survives in the terracotta. But I really like this pot with the coleus, nasturtium and canna. Probably need to get rid of a few foxgloves now as well. The equinox are coming up. Got a white one and a little blue one. This gardenia smells delightful when it flowers, but I need to keep the watering up a bit more. And the Maya lemon continues to grow slowly, like a very slow turtle. The hops, I think this rose is still trying to establish in this area. The flowers do get a little sun weary. But I'm pleased with this Sunday Phrase hydrangea, and the oak leaf hydrangea is looking really good. That heuchera is doing really well there. Much better than my other heuchera, which is getting too much sun. These forget-me-nots are getting a little bit sun weary as well. Probably not in the best position there. These are the first of my new calendula, which are a slightly different orange to the other ones. These are a little bit more faded, and some others will be blooming soon, and I hope they're a mix of colours. This is a cutting I took of a candlelight hydrangea, and I think it likes that position. My two pots have the buddleias in them. Now this bed does suffer a little bit with the high heat days, because it's a bit of a microclimate with a wall there reflecting the heat back. So I've got the oak leaf hydrangea, the Sunday Phrase hydrangea, which is the most advanced of all my hydrangeas, and that's a Hercules. And behind, I'm trying to let these moonflowers grow, but they're a little bit, I don't know if they've got a mosaic fungus of some description, or if they're just stressed from the intense sunlight that they get for just 4 or 5 hours. But hopefully they'll just continue to grow. Scandi bed is doing well. Well, all those sweet peas have died off and I should pull them out. And I have been neglectful of my little patch of lawn, so it's gone brown. But I am starting to water it again, so it should spring back. The white ball hydrangea does wilt on hot windy days. I've got a white buddleia here and more sunflowers that need removing, but the cafe au lait is looking good. Now here I have got these Lysianthus, one there, and one there, and they're finally starting to do something. But I'm not sure if they're getting enough sun. There's my candlelight hydrangea. I'm not sure if it'll actually get any flowers this season. Nothing as yet. I have another Sunday Phrase hydrangea here with definite flower heads and a moonflower that was being attacked by slater bugs, but I put a beard trap there and I think I've caught a lot of them, so hopefully it will bounce back. Finally cut back these snapdragons. This bed is a challenge. Gets a lot of sun in summer and a lot of shade in winter. And it's a south slope. Here's this heuchera that gets too much sun, so I'm just letting it stay there for a while, but I will end up moving it somewhere else. Dusty Millers do quite well, and the Virginia is managing. I think I just need to fill this bed with everything that works. The sage is good, Dusty Millers, Gora, the oregano and majorum of course, but I want to replace it with something nicer. These plants are feeling the fact that they don't have a lot of soil there because of those boulders that are underneath. These two Sunday Phrase hydrangeas are struggling, so I think I need to move them again. Continue to be impressed with the Euphorbia wolfenii. They just give a lot of structure and a little bit of colour even with their rusty bracts. The GMs are a little disappointing because I think those slater bugs are eating the petals even before they bloom. This one's not so badly affected. And that's a scabiosa that's also being affected. It's not blooming the bright purple it should be. But the Achillea has done really well. It does really well in this bed as well. So Achillea, the salvia here, lots of work for winter to rearrange the design. These lavender borders continue to do well, and this Sunday Phrase hydrangea did suffer a little bit with the high temperatures, but I now have the irrigation system done on this bed, so it's doing okay. Stringer, of course, does fine. And this bed is a jungle which needs thinning out. I think I did do a good job with the soil, prepping it in winter with compost and some chicken manure and the mulch, so it does retain the water quite well. And the smoke bush looks spectacular this season, much better than last season. That buddleia has grown so much. And this dahlia loves it here. And here is our new water feature, which I bought for the loud sound the water makes to try and block out the traffic noise a little bit. The smoke bush looks really nice, blowing in the wind. The canna, some of them have flowered, and it's a little bit disappointing. I'm going to get some fancier canna, I think, in the future. Aren't these straw flowers nice? And the zinnias are doing much better. And my crepe myrtle has got flower buds on it. Now just today we've been working on that bed extension. These are helianthus, that are promising flowers very soon. And my bed of cosmos continues to get taller. Rogue cosmos absolutely everywhere, of course. The sunshine through the smoke bush is very nice to watch from inside the house too. Looks like red jewels. And I've got two more dahlias here. Bishop of Landreth, so that'll be nice to see their red flowers there as well. And this Leonurus, I think it is, lion's ear, will have nice orange flowers eventually. Another helianthus, I think. Got some weeding to do. So this bed here, I really need to add a lot more compost in winter and just get it more moisture retaining. And it's going to be very soon. I need to add the irrigation system. But the echinacea is flowering nicely. And another Sunday phrase hydrangea and a nice, I think that's a carpet rose. Again, too many sunflowers and hollyhocks. But yes, it does need some care in winter. The penstemon does well. It seems to be quite good with drought conditions. I just need to do some deadheading. And this lovely penstemon is flowering now. This bed will be where I plant the silver birches in autumn, and I am allowing some things to sprout like hollyhocks, cosmos of course, calendula. I actually planted in some stock here, and there's a butterfly weed down here and agastache, so I'll let that go. But come autumn, the silver birches will go in. I'm thinking maybe 3. My poor sideways English lavender, thanks to this billowing smoke bush. It's about 5 o'clock or just after 5. And this is the new bed that I worked on today with my father, who helped me to put all the compost on. So come autumn, I also put some chicken manure, and I need to finish the mulching. Come autumn I'll be planting some things in here, but I might sooner rather than later plant some canna lilies here, some really nice showy ones. Yeah, but it's nice to get one of my extension beds done. I will be extending the garden further out here too, so that will carry on. One can never have too many gardening projects. The David Austin rose is starting to rebloom. And this buddleia is finally starting to take off a bit. This bed needs to get irrigation put into. I trimmed these 2 big callistemon back just to maintain their shape, and I weeded this section because it's the next bed I'm going to get the irrigation finished. I deadheaded this, I always forget the word, magnolia, evergreen magnolia, and it's looking a little bit better since I deadheaded it, so it can just put all of its energy into its leaves and new growth. And I'm looking forward to extending this garden bed, making it mostly a succulent garden and, of course, my gravel path one day. The agapanthus are starting to bloom too. And the grandiflora Libertia was flowering, but no, not today. Yeah, all of this will be a succulent garden under the she oak. And here are the agapanthus, which will be in full flower very soon. I've got them all along the driveway. So that is the first day of 2026 in my cottage garden.